Good evening and welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us again for the official coverage of Asrnz's 2023 GT3 series. Second series of the year for the GT3s. It is round 9. We are here at Indianapolis, and I do say we because, as usual, I've got J-Man right beside me. J-Man, should be a cracker tonight, mate. How are you?
Mate, good. And yourself?
I'm awesome. The track's looking awesome. I don't think I've ever called Indy, so a little bit nervous, to be honest. But
Yeah, likewise, mate.
But I'm up for the challenge, mate. So yeah, I don't think you or I have actually called Indy. So.
Yep. No, I don't ever recall. I don't even recall driving it, Davo, to be honest.
No,
This will be new for us. It'll be pretty exciting. What do we know about the track? It's good weather.
Well, the weather's looking perfect. There's no doubt in the tyre choice tonight. So, unlike last week, and look, I don't expect anything to be much different compared to the last couple of weeks. Just super intense racing up the top, mate. Just right down to the wire. We've just seen it 2 weeks in a row. Some fantastic racing, mate.
Yeah, 100%. And so obviously, as you mentioned, Indianapolis, we do have some stats on that. 3.925 kilometers, so 14 corners, Davo, 5 left, 9 to the right.
Yep.
So obviously that left-hand side of the car going to get heavily worked tonight as they come out of a couple of areas that we were just looking at. They've only got around about 9 degrees of banking on offer on this internal road circuit when they do hit that banking. Pretty cool track. You know, obviously you and I pretty new to this. This track was built in around 1909. And originally was built with around 3.2 million bricks, hence the name the Brickyard.
Yes.
And to current date only holds the bricks on the start-finish line now, so the oval circuit. So pretty cool history to this track, and great for ACC to include it as part of their package, and these guys to turn up here tonight and have a good crack at it. 100 minutes.
For sure. Let's just have a quick look at the points, mate, before we jump onto the action, because the boys are out in qualifying. But just a quick rundown on where we stand before we hit round 9 here at Indy.
Yeah, so starting at the top end of town, we'll look at the overall, and as you can see on your visuals, Vic Chan starting to get a real commanding lead on all facets of this championship in the pro category. He's clearly won the sprint title, got his hand about round 9 on the trophy for the overall, and looking for a solid endurance series at 475 points, plays 419 over John McDonald, 413 shared a piece by Sam Carson and Jordan Moss. Jordan Moss, apologies for him tonight. He is one of our missing guys, to name a few. And then we move on to P5, Vaughan Martin, 338 over Shane Fodderdo, who is absent again tonight at 318, plays Steve Melling on 314. So Steve Melling looking to take a good spot in this championship further up towards Vaughan and in the overall. Aaron Enright, third in class, 8th outright, sees him 313. So only 1 point the difference between Steve Melling and Aaron Enright, both chasing Vaughan Martin at the moment. And then we go to Adam Falconer, looking solid here tonight on 294 points. Brad Robinson, we haven't got Brad in tonight. He's another apology. No. And Mitchie Campbell absent tonight too. Yes. So that rounds out the 10-11. Now Kenny Simpson's leading this AM title on 239 over Bear Grylls on 229. So 10-point the buffer there. And then another 29 points back goes Phil Davison in P3, which is 15th outright. So good showing. Jeff Burse, I just mentioned Jeff there, P16, 196 points. He is on track tonight, so looking to try and capitalise on some Pro-Am performance here tonight. And we'll just leave it there. We'll touch on some other point categories throughout the night when we get a moment, if we get a moment, David.
If we get a moment, if like what we just said last week and the week before has just been epic, and definitely no gap in the action, J-Man. So looking forward to it tonight as we just see the boys circulating out there. Vic Chan Just doing his thing.
Banks a 35.8. He's probably got a couple of tenths more than that in his pocket if he needs it. And we can see he's actually got a couple of tenths now, but just going on provisional official practice times, we saw Vic Stappen leading the way there with Sam Carson very close behind. So Vic doing a great job as previously mentioned out there. So who else? So it looks like you've got one of the Penfolds on cam now, so that will be Reese. Penfold currently sitting P5 there on a 37.6, about to come and bank another lap. Is he up, Dave, or is he not?
No, he's not, J-Man. But yeah, doing a stellar job just to be in provisional 5th at the moment. As we just see, that's John McDonald car just in the background of Reese there in camera shot. He just got in with a 1:36.7, but has been pipped immediately by Falconer in the Porsche, the 777.
By 5 1,000ths. Yeah, just a quick stat just come in. Thanks, Jamie. Appreciate the feedback. So Jamie's just saying, yeah, we have called Indy before, Davo, and he was in that race. We are well, mate. Hope you're well as well, and I hope you enjoy the stream tonight.
Thanks, Jamie. Yeah, well, there you go. It's been a while. Or is it just my memory? Probably a little bit from both columns. But anyway, we won't go into that discussion.
We'll blame the beer sponsors for that one.
Of course. Sam Carson just back to his usual pace. The only one that pipped him last week was Mitchy Campbell in qualifying.
Yep.
And then Carso doing a fantastic job throughout the race and only beaten by his teammate, Geordie Moss, who's not here this week.
Yes, outstanding drive from Jordan last week.
Absolutely. So in the closing stages. So awesome work. I expect Carso to be, like holding that second position most of the race, J-Man. But yes, one to look out for. Sorry.
Adam Falconer, mate. Adam Falconer's on the move.
Falconer, McDonald, Aerosmith.
Yep.
Mate, that battle in the last couple of weeks has been next level. So we will definitely see a bit of that going on. And also the Vaughan Martin, Steve Melling, and the like J-Man. So we've got a good mid-pack battle going on, and we're going to have plenty of action going up the top here.
Oh, yes, and that leaderboard is moving fast as we see Adam Falconer go up and share the front row provisionally.
Very nice. And Stu Aerosmith actually just knocking Carso off the down into the bottom end of the second row there, actually. So, Jeff Burse, J-Man.
Yeah, good lap from Jeff.
Nice work. John McDonald, 3 tenths up on his time on my Delta at the moment, J-Man.
Yeah, he's up. Aaron Enright's up. Rod Penfold just driving in the lane. I mentioned earlier that Aston Martin got a healthy turn of speed down the front straight, clocking in official practice the quickest top speed down the chute, 265.
Yeah,
so
very nice. It's sounding glorious as it did it, mate. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So John McDonald still got that half a second. Heading towards 16th, so he's just
pretty loose. It's only going to put him up one position though, J-Man. He needs more than that.
He does need more than that. If he can build on this, he's coming down to turn 12 now.
That's the 7.
Very, very wide through 12, and it's got a track cut for that. That will be no longer 6 minutes 20 to go. He can regroup.
He just comes in for his. Just watch this pit entry, J-Man. We just talked about this off air, but. Quite a quick pit entry, and it sort of begs you just to go a little bit quicker on the entry, and the control line just around the corner, and equally as much the exit is a little bit tricky.
Yeah, it is definitely. Welcome aboard, Slambo. We're gagging for you to get back out on track and mix it up with these boys too, mate. So looking forward to seeing you out on track next week. But enjoy the stream tonight. It should be an absolute ripper. We're fired up for it, aren't we, David?
Oh, absolutely, mate. We haven't been here for a while, now we're getting told. So, just the racing the last couple of weeks has just been so intense. So, really looking forward to a Thursday night at the moment, mate, to get right back into things. So, just looking at Bear Grylls there, was up on his time. It looks like he's dropped that. Jeff Burse also up on his time. Aaron Enright, who has pipped him, actually, for the 5th position, is also a 10th up and in tow. So, teammates here from the BC boys.
Yeah, well, he was literally a carrot, and I mean, it is orange. He was the carrot because I watched him the
Yeah.
lap before, and he was
Yeah.
tailing him. And I tell you what, it's not a bad benchmark to have. And Aaron's building on this lap time. He's
Yeah.
actually a couple of tenths in the pocket now, and I don't think Jeff's going to hold him up here.
No, and I'm just looking at Carson's time on my data here. We'll just stick with these boys here. This is the last complex of corners here, just through this little right. They just jump off the main circuit here, the banking, and jump down through this little chicane, and then they're back out onto the banking for the final corner. And we'll let these boys run across, but yeah, Carso up on his time, which, if he's got enough in it, would put him in front of Falconer. So those boys stay status quo. Carso 3 tenths up. Oh, that's a good chunk. That'll definitely get him on the front row.
Yeah, and they come through this turn 11, that big oval turn 11 there. Got that, like I mentioned, that around 9 degrees of banking as they come on there.
Yeah.
Just to help that car stay online. And then they come through this left-hander, which is effectively turn 13. And then out of this final sweeper, turn 14, maximum throttle down. A lot of them going right out close to the wall, not so much for Carso that time. And he doesn't quite, no gain there.
Who's up at the moment? Jeff Burse with a couple of tenths. That would actually pop him up a position in front of Enright. Now, I could see that little battle going on throughout the race between the teammates there, Enright and Burse at the moment. Also, Reese Penfold up in the black Lamborghini. A couple of tenths on his time. That would probably get him a position as well, J-Man, and just put him in ninth.
Well, that'd be the dad, mate. He's chasing, and I'll tell you what, that Rob Penfold, Aston Martin at the moment, racing out of the M class and the 888 Aston is absolutely flying in class. I can't see any more red on my board. I think the next
Riley
one
Price,
down.
Riley Price also 8 tenths up at his lap, which would put him in ninth. That'd put him in the top 10.
Yep.
He's just coming in the final. Oh, and just overshoots it. Takes
out we're going to see a bit of that.
And there's a spray of just debris out on the infield off track already. It's only qualifying. These guys are definitely pushing right to the end. John McDonald's also up on his time, but not by a lot. Doesn't look like he's got even another position in him, just looking at that. Melling well up on his time, J-Man.
I reckon Carso's going to come close this lap. Very, very close. It's going to be super close.
That'll get him on the top row, Jay.
Oh, so close.
He's lost it there.
He did improve, but it's not enough.
Got to get back to Melling. Oh, he's gone. He's gone through. Where did he end up there? Melling, 11th.
P11.
Nice work from Steve there.
Good lap.
Smith back out on track.
Can John McDonald carry this couple of tenths, because he's been pipped by Aaron Enright now, so Jeff Burse.
He'll be working hard for it now, J-Man. There's not a lot of time to go as the clock winds down. 1.5 minutes left in qualifying before this 100-minute Enduro, J.
Yeah, this will be John McDonald's last flying lap that he's going to get at it. He won't get another shot after this. Vic Chan's got a 2 tenths up his sleeve. They're currently in there on a 35.6.
Does he need to go any quicker? Stop showing off, Vic. We know you're fast. Stu Arrowsmith there was up. Oh, actually, he did just get a gain there, so that's popped him up onto the bottom of the second row, J-Man. He'll be happy with that. He's been a mover and shaker. He's only been here for 2 weeks, and man, hasn't he been in the action, that boy.
He sure has.
John McDonald a couple of tenths up, and like we just mentioned, he needs that. Vic Chan 3 tenths up on my data, J-Man. Oh, my.
Yeah, he's on the move. He's only got the final series of corners, 12, 13, 14 coming up. 12 being this 90-degree right-hander, making sure that he's pretty wide there. I'd say he's going to dump this lap. But nonetheless, John McDonald, like you mentioned, still on the improve. Got a couple of tenths. He's coming down to this turn 12.
Up into second.
Oh, he got Falconer. He did on a 35.9.
Yeah, so nice work. That was coming. He'd been working on that a couple of laps.
And Vic did
J-Man.
improve.
Well, that was on the cards. A couple of tenths there from Vic.
Yeah, Carso's building too.
Here
This
we go,
lap's
John
looking
McDonald.
encouraging.
No gain.
No, nothing there.
So
a good showing for BC boys though. Jeff Burst, Aaron Enright, John McDonald. That's 5, 6, 7 provisionally. So that
nice
Rob
work.
Penfold, Reese Penfold battle still raging on. Rob's got 4.5 tenths up his sleeve.
Yeah, and Riley Price 4 tenths up. J-Man actually just in behind that battle, which would put him in front of Steve if he can keep that going. But Steve Melling on a hot lap as well.
It's going to be a good lap from Rob Penfold. And he grabs Vaughan Martin and Reese Penfold for P8.
What's Steve Melling though? Oh no, Steve Melling's actually a second down on Reese's time. Yeah, so that'll keep him out of the top 10.
But he might get... No,
he
won't
not
going to be enough.
No way. Okay, so nice work. He's got a few tenths up his sleeve, but he needs a second pretty well. J-Man. Riley Price into the pits. Rob Penfold still out. J-Man.
37.3 for Steve-O. It's a good lap.
Yeah, it is a good lap. Rob can taste his taste of the speed.
Yeah. So, hey, welcome aboard, Farmer. Shame not to see you on track, mate. Nonetheless, enjoy the action tonight, buddy. I'm sure based on how close those times are, especially inside the 10, that's going to be an absolute ripper, mate. So Vic Chan takes another official pole here on a 1:35.422, which is just over half a second quicker than Sam Carson. So given the blistering speed, it's nice to see we've got the top 5 inside a second, and then when you drop out to Aaron Enright, 1.1, 1.2 for John McDonald, 1.3 for Rob Penfold. That Rob Penfold lap, sorry mate, but as an Amdron, that is impressive. Well done,
mate. Yeah, and into the top 10 and well into the top 10, J-Man.
Yeah,
so
comfortably.
And he's not that far behind bloody John McDonald there. And Aaron Enright, is that right? Yeah. So there you go. I had to double check the numbers there.
So something as we just go to grid, and we're going to do a formation lap. Can we bring up the overall stats again, please, Davo?
So the overall points.
The overall points, please, mate. If we can just get a visual on that, because I just want to touch on something based on that qualifying order. Now, what I want to allude to is, obviously, we know that the battle's pretty hot at the top end of town between the likes of John McDonald and Sam Carson. For second and third in the pro. But where I'm looking at Aaron Enright. He's looking for a comeback now because of the extra week that he stayed on at Queenstown and missed a round. So he's 3:13. Which is 1 point the difference to Steve Melling in second in that class, but the Vaughan Martin 3:38. Now, if you look at where Vaughan Martin qualified, he qualified in 9th versus Aaron Enright 6th. Now, we saw that Aaron Enright car running with Jeff Burse, and obviously having the 3 team cars there at some point you'd think is going to be a pretty solid thing to have when you're battling with somebody in class, because you can bet your bottom dollar that Aaron Enright is fully aware right now where Vaughan Martin is. He'll be on private comms with his teammates, and McDonald's going to want to get up there and battle with Carso. But there's a few cars in between them.
There is a few cars there in between, David. But mind you, McDonald had a ripper start last week. He just got tangled up after it a little bit, which sort of pushed him back a bit. But really nailing his starts at the moment in the BC Racing Marmite McLaren. J-Man just about to roll away here for the formation lap.
Now, something else to pick up on too, just while we're watching these guys cycle out for a formation lap. Now, OES is currently leading the team's championship on 498 points after 8 rounds. Now, 777 Orange is on 495, and then Shell V-Power on 495 and then BC Racing number 2 team 493. Now, the BC Racing number 2 team, I believe, stand to make good gains here tonight. Certainly over probably 777 Orange maybe, and then OES due to the bolstered numbers with Aaron Enright, Jeff Burse and McDonald be back. Farmer, can you correct me as to who's in that BC number 2 versus 1? But I think we could see a shuffle round on the teams after this week.
You quite possibly, J-Man. Just the way it sits at the moment.
Well, representing OES at the moment is Vic Chan and then Phil Turner. Now that's P1 and P17.
It's the Damien Jones back for this week. It's really the wild card, isn't it?
Shell V-Power between...
They're going to make a game.
Jones, Melling and Grills is a good team showing tonight. Yeah, so no, that's going to be an interesting something to look at, I guess at the start of next week, or even, I'll keep my eye on it throughout the night, statistically, Davo.
I'm sure you will, J-Man. I think one I'll be looking out for throughout the night is obviously Rob Penfold. Stellar work in qualifying to get that Asrnz.
Okay, so
where it is on the grid, so very nice stuff.
Yeah, so BC2 is JB, Jeffro and Farmer. So JB and Jeffro looking to make good gains here tonight for BC2, because BC1 is Aaron, Mudgee and Slick. So Aaron, the only representation for BC1 at the moment. Those high-paid BC1 Class 1 drivers are just, gonna have to give them some more money.
Yeah. As we just see the boys cycling up here, getting into formation, into the final complex, the corners.
Yeah, just approaching, coming through 12, 13 now, and then that big banking oval right-hander is turn 14 as they come out onto that front straight.
Absolutely. And look, thanks to the boys viewing live here again tonight. Please click like on our streams, guys. Helps the algorithm thing, but please like and subscribe, obviously, and thanks for joining again. This is the 2023 Asrnz GT3 series. We're just about to hit green at Indianapolis here for round 9. J-Man, as they go green.
Here we go.
Nice even start from the all 6 3 front row there.
Look at them all fanning out down to
wow.
This is a heavy break. No, Adam Falconer looking strong off the start.
Very tight. It's Monza-like, that first corner, isn't it, J-Man?
It is.
It's all very neat throughout the first 3 or 4 rows there. J-Man, everybody just feeling into position. Oh, Falconer with a bit of a wriggle up the front there. Looks like McDonald trying to take advantage. Jeffro and Enright already passed.
Yeah, so that just unsettled that car. And then who's that we see out?
Oh, that's someone out
wide there. Couldn't quite work out who that was.
Sorry, just watch out. Our tower just goes psycho here. We'll just stick with we're in the car of Damien Jones. Just tucked in behind Steve Melling. Here we are, we're back. Sam Carson holding down that second. Smith in third. Jeff Burse and Aaron Enright got a free kick with Falconer going wide. McDonald as well in front of Falconer. Now J-Man. That one just slipped past us there. Rob Penfold, like we've been talking about. Massive qualifying from Rob. He's got Riley Price to deal with. Riley's an impatient guy. He'll want to get past that Aston, won't he, mate?
Yeah, he wants to go forward. I'll tell you what, this is the best opening lap we've seen from the rest of the field with challenging Vic. It is 1 second as they cross the line, but the previous rounds, that's been more like 1.5 to 1.6 seconds. So the boys doing a great job, but I think Carso's got his hands full of Stu Aerosmith.
Yeah, and I just see, actually, that was Jeff Burse running wide there, just coming back on circuit. I think he's going to lose to both his teammates there, John McDonald and Aaron Enright.
Yeah,
but I don't think, I agree. I don't think Sam Carson has had this early pressure for the last few weeks, and Asrnz on point. He's just up those couple more positions than he was last week, and then
tries
again
up the
on the
inside
week
of
before.
Penfold.
So this was bound to happen. He gets it done.
Yep.
It's still happening. It's side by side, Jay.
It's not done yet, so that we
just
know
sneaks
how
around.
handy that Aston is in a straight line.
Now that's Reese, just tucked in behind there. That's his son. Will there be father-son team orders here, J-Man? We'll soon find out.
Tell you what, the car looked pretty. That Lambo looked pretty unsettled across that curve there.
It did. We just caught the in-car there, and it was bouncing around as it lands back on track here. Back out onto the main circuit. We've got to have a look at Lachlan Andrews and Phil Turner. Hard at it. Phil Turner, another one of the Astons. Pushing hard. He's tucked in behind Bear Grylls. Oh, that's Lachlan off in the Lamborghini, J-Man.
Oh, it is too.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Rob and Reese Penfold at it. We knew these guys were going to come together, father and son. Jeff Burse. Look at that train of cars. Only a couple of laps in here. Picasso and Asrnz, J-Man, like you mentioned.
Positional change up the front too, McDonald on Enright. I just wondered, that was almost...
Oh, okay, that's only just happened, so that's
it looked
within this
tactical.
sector.
Yeah, it did look tactical to me. So we talked about this battle with obviously with McDonald and Carson. So did Aaron let McDonald go, and then the likes of Vaughan Martin qualified P9 is currently running P13. So is potential for Enright to be aware of that
for sure,
and actually say, hey, you can go, Teamy, you can go and chase Carso down. Enright's doing a great job. Jeff Burse, albeit looked like he was going backwards, he has recovered nicely now to P7. He's ahead of Pricey and tucked it behind Adam Falconer, but that's not going to get any easier with Pricey on the march.
So Burse actually not doing too bad. He did get that little bit of a free kick with his teammate Aaron Enright and John McDonald, actually, as Falconer had a bit of a slip in the Porsche, the 777 Porsche, mate. So then just
Aaron just rounding him up on the outside again
to his teammates there not long after. So John McDonald and Aaron Enright at it. There's Falconer. Oh, Falconer with a big hit on the wall.
He's got a run.
777 Porsche, but he's still pushing that.
What's it like down into here? No, he backs out of that down into one. But yes, John must have just slipped up there because that gap sort of just closed back up and almost looked like Enright almost went back past him. So, hey, Stewie and Carso going at it again.
So just looking at Falconer again having a wriggle in the 777 Porsche there. Exactly the same place. Let's Jeff Burse through, but that was exactly the same place he did it in lap 2. And lost 3 positions. So just a funny line he's taken through there that's compromising the way the car's handling. And we saw it last week. He did it through Maggots Beckett's there. Just a little bit uncomfortable, a little unstable in that car at the moment. Rob Penfold, Steve Melling, and J-Man. Now Rob actually...
Stu Aerosmith is hunting Carso,
definitely, yes. So Rob Penfold lost a position earlier to Riley Price, and now his son, Reese Penfold. He's still got plenty to think about. Steve Melling and Damien Jones, sister cars, right behind him. And who's that? Vaughan Martin, J-Man.
Yeah,
he wants a part of that. Those Ferraris, those red Ferraris, they're right on his radar.
Yeah, and he's like Vaughan will be looking at this, and this isn't where he needs to be in this battle. Yeah, he needs to be. Obviously, even Steve Melling is just there. There was 1 point the difference, I think, between Steve Melling and Aaron Enright, and obviously Enright well up the road in P5 at the moment. Versus Steve-O's P11. Oh, is that an inside move there from Jarks on Bear Grylls? That's a team car. No, it doesn't quite get that, but as you were focused on Stu battling with Sam Carson, Davo.
Well, Jarks is actually on Melling, J-Man, so
Oh,
that
sorry,
would
yes.
be Melling that he would be attacking, but nonetheless, team cars. So there's no orders in that camp, J-Man. It's they're all out there to win. Adam Falconer, I've got a feel for him. He's dropping back. He's like gone back. He's got Riley Price, I think, now going past him.
Oh, he's looking for another under. Can he round him up here? This is...
Falconer does not look comfortable in that car, J-Man. That's Reese Penfold, actually, in the Stealth Lambo.
Yeah, he's coming too.
It looks like he wants a bit of that action as well. That would put... there you go, Falconer into 8th, J-Man. He is just jerseying positions there, mate. Wow, that is tough.
He is. But Rob Penfold's still doing a great job as the leading AM car there in 10th. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Stu Aerosmith just falling back a little bit, not a lot. There's only not a lot in it.
We've got somebody in the pits. Is that Lachlan Andrews in the pits, Jamie? Can you just check your...
Lachlan's out on track. Lachlan's out on track. Nobody currently in pit lane, mate. Nobody currently there.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was an older entry where he came in, mate. That's just your KS telling your stories.
So Adam Falconer, with a lot to think about, looking out of the back of that Porsche. Riley Price, not the most patient guy on track. He'll want to just tag on the back of that, and he won't want to tag onto it for long. He'll want to get past. Reese Penfold right behind with a solid effort, holding ninth position. Steve Melling and Vaughan Martin, J-Man.
Yeah, Reese is looking hungry here. He might look for a move down into turn 7 here. Really shallow if he can get the car down there enough. I think he does. Riley opens the he's down there.
He's
down there. Pricey looking for... it gets a lot of curb there. Lucky to hang on to that, actually.
Mate. Yeah, nice work from Reese there, actually. J-Man, good pass. Takes a couple of corners to get it done properly there, and did really well to keep Price. Price, no slouch. J-Man, Damien Jones did eventually get past Steve Melling there. And now, actually, he has gapped him a little bit there, J-Man. And obviously now, Steve-O is going to be thinking about Vaughan Martin in the other Ferrari coming up behind him. Bloody quickly, too, by the looks of it.
Yeah, so Vaughan not looking super duper comfy here. He's still rocking that P13.
Yeah.
So just an update on Vic Chan out in P1 has just come across and set the fastest lap on the race. I believe it was pretty close, about a 10th away from his quali time. So he's just done a 35.560 to bring that gap up to around about, I think it'll be about 5.5. Oh no, sorry, 6.7 seconds over Sam Carson, who's still got the ever-present Stu Aerosmith, Davo.
Yeah, although there's a bit of a gap there now, J-Man, actually they've sort of disappeared off our radar a little bit after the last couple of laps. That is a very hot battle, and only the slightest mistake from Carson and Aerosmith will be passed. Quick as a flash. Aaron Enright, Jeff Burst just keeps asking me to come back and have a look at it. And that's McDonald not too far in front of him, so... I thought McDonald would have been able to hold on to the Aerosmith Carso battle there a bit better, J-Man. What do you read into that?
Well, so what happened is obviously McDonald got to change places with Enright earlier in the piece. And then I think he had a little bit of a wriggle coming down into 1-2, I believe, the complex, and was very, very lucky just to hold on to that from Enright again. Currently running around on, like that last lap there was a 37.2 versus Stewie's 36.6, so he doesn't have the race pace of Aerosmith at the minute. So that probably explains the margin. I've been watching it. It has been around that 4.6 seconds. Now it's out to just over 5 seconds. So
yeah,
Stu's all eyes forward on Carso, and I think McDonald, barring some amazing pit strategies and stuff.
Well, it's possible though, isn't it? I mean, we know how good McDonald is in the pit, so yeah. Oh, mate, it has. I don't know whether it's just the nature of this track. they guys have just sort of fanned out a little bit here. Oh, that is Vaughan Martin taking massive evasive action, J-Man, as I just trip over my tongue. Let's get a replay on that. He had ranged right up on the back of Melling.
That was heading down to turn 5, and just, had to look. Did he open the steering up there?
Yeah, he did. So we're just picking it up on the replay here now, J-Man. Can you see that?
Yeah, got that. Yeah, got that. So there was a bit of an air gap to him coming up, but the closing speed as they came down there was quite big. So maybe missed the brake mark.
Do you think that was, just looking at it now, is that just a little bit of a lock-up maybe? He's just tried to catch that up? Are you seeing that too?
Yeah, I think it was going to let go sideways. He opened the steering up and, ended up turning into a bit of understeer by the look of it.
Yeah. Yeah, tricky, and then we know once you're out in the marbles, it's just painful, isn't it? Because the things just do not turn.
Yeah, so margins at the moment for me: 0.7 Carso to Aerosmith, 0.7 Enright to Burst, 0.8 Falcon at a Penfold. Penfold doing a great job here to run with Pricey at the moment. And like I said to you, that thing is super handy down any straight we've got here tonight. That Aston has got some boogie. Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, actually, top work from both the Penfolds, the Penfold duo, J-Man with Reese in a solid 8th at the moment, and Rob, just definitely holding down 10th there nicely, and tagging on to the back of Riley Price. That is Damien Jones. If you can just see there, just see it come in and shot there.
Yep, I think
that is Damien Jones. Now, once he got past Melling, his teammate, he has been off like a rocket, and it will only be a matter of time before he gets tagged right on the back of Rob Penfold there. I think Penfold a little bit deep in that last left-hander there. Hour and 25 minutes to go. We're only just tip of the iceberg, J-Man.
Yep. Now the 27 car of John McDonald, the Marmite car, just finding a little bit of rhythm now. Just a 10th better off that last lap round from Stewie. Up the IDM, absolutely, boys. So the mighty IDM McLaren, Stewie Harris, still out there.
I think Stu heard you guys come in the door, because just look at him now. There was a bit of a gap.
Up the ante.
He did up the ante. It was a bit of a gap between him and Carto there for a few laps, and he's hit the afterburner again, J-Man, and it is on. There's actually a few on at the moment here. We've got Aaron Enright, Jeff Burst have actually really closed up. You were just talking about that.
Yeah, Stewie's looking racy, actually.
Stewie's looking very racy.
Just getting the nose, I was just watching him, he's just getting the nose down to the apex, just that little bit shallower than Carso at the moment, and it's allowing him to pick up the throttle on exit just that little bit tidier. So, it's not easy to follow, but if anyone's probably showing a good display of it, the third week in a row is Stu Aerosmith.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, he's got the pleasure of like following at the moment too. So there's no defensive line that he's carrying. So he has got the whole track to use, and given that, can just flow the car in nicely. He's got a really nice smooth style too, actually. So driving the wheels off that thing at the moment, J-Man.
See there, just watching through there, he's just a little shallower, and then he's got more room on the exit, and then obviously coming out of here, a little bit of rubber band effect as these guys accelerate up to around about 260 odd k an hour before they brake heavily for the 90-degree turn 1.
And if you just look in the background there, you can see the Jeff Burst, Aaron Enright battle.
Yeah, you can.
And then a little bit further back, it gets hot again, and it's Rob Penfold, Rolly Price, Damien Jones, and that has heated up, J-Man. As we suspected, here's Damien Jones having a big look at Riley immediately.
Yep. He's got some pace. He's got some pace in that Ferrari right now. Good to see Jarks back on track. We've missed him. He's
Riley off. Oh, is he going to come back on? That was so close.
Big save from Pricey.
Woo!
Like, he did a great job just to grab that thing.
Wow, J-Man. I know, Carson. Let's get a play on that. We know Carso and Aerosmith are at it at the moment, but have a look at this, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, this will be a FHM moment.
Oh, the brown underwear going on. Just gets the thing over the curb, bounces. Oh, so close to Jones's car. Wow.
But it started from just running a bit too deep at turn 1.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised he actually didn't turn the thing right around.
Yeah, what a great job.
Amazing. So yeah, nice work from Riley, but could have been so much better, Riley. Let's get up, have a look. Enright burst. Teammates, J-Man. We knew it in qualifying how close these two were in times. We knew it was going to relate to the track and the race. As we see cars in the pits, J-Man.
Okay, yes, we have got Phil Turner, Mitchell Cole, and Lachlan Andrews all in the pit lane. So I'll be keeping my eye on there just to make sure that these guys have done a clean entry. I mentioned to you earlier off camera that I did see in official practice somebody take out the 50km/h marker board on pit entry, so I hope these guys are well aware of where that board was.
Well, if it goes.
If it goes again. So
no, fair call.
Yeah, so a little bit of an air gap this lap round for Stewie and Sam. So Sam just doing a good lap round there. Actually, Stu Aerosmith, was actually the one with the bad lap. He had a 37.7 versus Carso's 36.9 versus John's 36.5. So that would see that gap drop from Aerosmith to McDonald to 3.9. So it's certainly not done with... still got a good portion of this race left to run.
Definitely. As we just saw, the cameras just picked up, I think it was Kenny Simpson going past.
Oh, we've lost Vaughan Martin. I've just had a message.
I think, and now we're focusing on, it's Reece Penfold actually starting to give Adam Falconer plenty of heat, J-Man. So this is getting hotter. Reece really starting to find his groove.
Yeah, one of the better showings we've seen from Reece. He's showing that he has had pace. He just has needed to put it together and get up in good company, which is where he's at now. So that's just an update too, guys. So we lost the Vaughan Martin car. That was a PC crash. So, so close. Reece down to Adam Falconer at turn 1. That was incredibly close.
It doesn't get much closer than that, J-Man.
So if he's close enough at turn 1 next lap around, look for a move down there because that will be on. So yeah, the closing distance down there, Davo, is well worth a view.
He's 5 cars back. And then the apex speed as well from the Lambo. He had it. Like he pulled 5 car lengths in the braking and then dropped into the corner so quickly. Falconer had nothing.
Yep, absolutely. 3/10 the difference between Burst and Ed at the moment. And if these guys engage in too much battle, Falconer and Penfold will be right there. Mitchell Cole out. Oh, actually, where is Mitchell Cole? He might be gone. Yeah, I think he is. Okay.
And the Reece Penfold and Falconer are on these two. I think this is a train. Officially, I'll call it.
They've joined the party, haven't they?
Yeah, they're only about 5 car lengths apart between the 4 of them.
Yeah, did you see them all filter down into turn 1 all together?
Nicely. So, hotly contested. That is for 5th position. So that's 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. And that has definitely heated up just in the last couple of laps, J-Man, from two individual battles to now this full blown. And this is what we've been seeing the last few weeks. These guys starting to come together just at the top end of the mid pack or the bottom end of the top end and really super intense racing, J-Man.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that just a little bit further up the road, that battle between Stu and Carso, I'm just wondering whether Stu's just taking a couple of laps there just to let the tyres breathe a little, because I just
Have a
watched him the
breather, you
last lap
reckon?
around. Yeah, and he's back on him again. So we're talking
He's,
about
he's close
just
again.
under half a second. He's reading the part number of the McLaren bumper now. So
Yep. So yes, that has been going the whole race since the green flag dropped. That battle. Aaron Enright in 5th, Jeff Burst 6th, Adam Falconer 7th, and Reese Penfold. Good work from Reese to claw his way up a few positions throughout the race. J-Man.
yeah, and I just let you know that Phil Turner's still in the pits, so he's now 6 laps down. Lachlan Andrews, he's back out. He's a couple of laps down now. Obviously, a lot of guys haven't made their stop, so I believe we've lost Mitchell Cole. So yeah, it's a shame to see that you go there.
Oh yeah, shame to see anybody go, J-Man. That's right. But these things do happen. The joys of online gaming. All sorts of technical stuff.
Oh, I just can't take my eyes off of Enright, Burst, Falconer, and Reese has got the watching brief as well. So
it's crazy. And the Carson Stu Arrowsmith battle tightened up again.
Super tight.
J-Man. So these guys going at it. But yeah, Enright, he got some work on his hands. I'm just looking at the body language of Reese's car. He's just like, he backed off a little bit. He's just like,
yep.
I don't think I need to get involved in this. I just need to sit back here and watch it.
Yeah.
And but not the rest of them. Not this trio here. They're flat out. So down in this really sharp. Only 3 really tight corners on the track. That is one of them. That's the final one before they duck out here back onto the main circuit.
Yeah, 12-13 is a good opportunity to set yourself up for that fast run out to 14 and across the finish line. And you know, if you got a wriggle there, given how long that acceleration zone is out of 14, you'd be in a world of hurt by the time you got to 1. So all of them having a little bit of a look out there, just looking, maybe trying to spy the apex as they break down there.
Yeah, so plenty going on there. There's plenty going on here. Is that Damien Jones back behind Melling? What happened there? Okay, so...
Yep.
And Melling actually letting him go through. Okay. So, and Riley Price follows suit. That is actually the Bear Grylls car just in the background in camera shot there, J-Man. So that's the whole trio.
So did we miss something between Pricey? What's the air gap? Yeah, that we have, mate, because they're now 15 seconds behind Rob Penfold now.
Jones and Price went back.
Yep.
So, yeah. But Melling just smartly just got out of the way and said, no, you guys can just go and do what you were doing up there before. I'll just follow along. So Carso, Arrowsmith, just relentless.
He's on him, as is Reese Penfold on bloody Adam Falconer at the moment. He's up the ante. He's right there. That is a 4-way.
So plenty going on.
So Enright just the tiniest bit of air gap this lap around as he crosses the line.
Yeah, just
around about 6 tenths ahead, but only 2 tenths from Burst to Falconer.
Oh, Falconer on Burst, no, tucks it back in. Had a big look there, J-Man.
He had a huge look, but then maybe looked back and saw Reese there and thought, I better tuck it back in, mate, because if I get this wrong, there'll be a black... there'll be a black Lambo down the inside there.
Oh,
otherwise.
you know it. Falconer seems to sort of...
Just like that wiggle again, right through those double rights, through 3-4 there.
And he's off circuit, J-Man.
Oh,
Falconer off, let's Reese Penfold through.
Yep.
The camera's catching it live there, guys. Yep. Oh, so unlucky. And we were just talking about how it looked like he's sort of maybe knew it is hoodoo through those series of corners, but again, just has that little wriggle and the car doesn't look comfortable there. in that early phase of the lap there.
So good patience from Reese Penfold there to sit there and
wait.
Put the pressure on, and just picked up a mistake there, and now he'll go to work on Jeff Burst now. And yeah, Aaron certainly wants to keep the nose down here because yeah, a mistake would cost him 2, maybe 3 here at the moment. So how's McDonald? McDonald to Aerosmith is now 7.6 seconds, so that slipped away from John Boy there. Oh, Stewie very, very close this lap round, only 2 tenths in it as he comes down to turn 1. Carso covers, which will give him not a great line for 2-3.
There's not much you can do anyway, is there, mate? There's nowhere to go.
There's not a lot of room.
With those series of corners there, unless you literally make a mistake with Carso just covering.
Oh, how close are they through that right-hander?
Super smooth stuff from Aerosmith and Carso on the defensive, clearly on the defensive, J-Man.
Yeah, no, he definitely had to cover down there, but well aware that the series of left-rights after that, as long as he held it online, he was probably going to come out on the better side of that. But Stu is putting a massive amount of pressure on there. Can tell you now, Vic Chan up front has got that lead out to just about 14 seconds now over Carso. So, oh, we saw a dive there from Stewie. He's down there. He's down there.
He's going through. Let's have a look.
Yep. I just caught the tail end of it, Davo, so I have to pick that up.
So replay there, J-Man. We were just keeping an eye on the Aaron Enright, Jeff Burst, Reese Penfold battle, and then here it was. We could sort of feel it coming. They've been racing for. Oh, here it is. Oh,
so it was just a miscue on the brakes, was it, from Carso?
I don't know.
It's hard to pick from that angle.
It was. It was almost like.
He sent it down there, got a lot of curve,
It
but
did.
managed to hold it.
It almost looked to me that Stu had missed his marker by a fraction and Carso spotted it and stepped aside and let him down there. So
yep. He's right back on him.
He's right on him.
So maybe it was a little bit of that. I just noticed Aaron Wright has pulled away from the burst.
He needed to do that, J-Man, didn't he?
Yep.
He needed to get that space. We saw him I think it was just the last lap. He had that slightest amount of breathing space. I'm sure it was a sigh of relief, and he's really made that stick. I just wonder whether the battle between Burst and Reese Penfold here has actually slowed that couple up a little bit. Yep. And yeah, just allowing Enright that little bit of breathing space. Like I said, Falcon is struggling. He's not looking happy in that Porsche, unfortunately. So
I got the 78 car, Lachlan Andrews in the fence.
Down
at turn 10, mate.
So not good for Lachlan Andrews.
Struggling. That car is well beat. I think it might be. Okay, he has got it going, but it is well beat.
Wow. Yeah, just struggling to get that car back on track, as you can see in the replay there, guys. Obviously, he doesn't want to try and back it out onto the track too far. Oh, and then slippery grass does not help the situation, J-Man.
No.
So, yeah, tough stuff for Andrews. Aerosmith, Carson still at it.
Yeah, that battle's not going to let up anytime soon. These guys are likely to do this for 100 minutes, as we've seen before.
I would expect so. We'll actually just quickly flick back to Damien Jones.
And Pricey.
These guys been going hard out for most of the race themselves. Actually, and nice work from Damien. Damien, pretty well part-time racer here at ASR. So, although 100% part of the team, yeah, it just doesn't get on track too often. So, mate, but when he does, again, we're seeing it here this week. God, he's got plenty to play for, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. And an update on the 774 Falconer Porsche as well. He's regathered himself after that little off-track and is tagging on the back as we speak of Reese Penfold, who is still battling with Jeff Burst.
Now, they're just coming up on that very wounded Lachlan Andrews car, J-Man.
Yeah, Enright just rounded him up.
Yeah, Enright rounds him up. So again, just that lottery when you coming up on some of these lap cars. Some of these tracks they're just a bit awkward to get past. As much as everybody tries to do the right thing, the timing can be critical, and some of these guys in these battles definitely draw a short straw and don't get the run, as others do. Stu Arrowsmith looked like getting well off track. Stu Arrowsmith and Carso. Carso's like, mate.
Yeah. Can I try one of those demon braking maneuvers?
Can we try this again?
Yeah.
Will go to the end of the race, J-Man. These two, oh, what a classy racing the last few weeks from both of these guys.
Oh, I tell you what, that battle between Pricey and Jones is so hot, mate. Like, Pricey's got some pace, but Jarks is putting that car everywhere he needs to at the moment. I've just been following them, and he's well aware of where Pricey's looking to put that car, because I just seen him cover down into 12, 13. And then Pricey tucked just an absolute dead straight line down the front chute.
Yep.
Jarks with a little bit of movement left to right, just trying to throw him off a little bit.
Not a lot though, eh? So
no.
I think Jarks actually quietly confident, just looking at the body language in his car. He doesn't look like he's actually defending a hell of a lot at all.
Oh, Carso with a good run this time round, but no, as they come down into 13 now, he was really, really close as they came into 12. He was really, really close. He got such good run out of 11 on the banking. When they got to the 90-degree right-hander, he was that close, but couldn't go anywhere, and he's chasing him down.
He's chasing the aero draft there now. Carso on the inside, J-Man. It's a drag race.
Is he down there?
Oh, he's down there. Oh, slightest bit of paint exchange there. So gentle. Oh, Arrowsmith wide. J-Man, drag race.
It's not done. There's some side-by-side.
Cut for a switchback. Look for the run here. This is
You'll have the drive.
This is the straight.
Oh, mate.
Wow.
Mate, that was a beautiful piece of driving for both those guys. I tell you, that's
like I said, mate, class. That is just pure class. These guys are on their game, J-Man. It's not over yet. Definitely not.
Oh, Reese Penfold has just got Jeff Burse.
So nice work for Penfold.
Yep. And he
just got him? Did he just get him?
Yeah, mate, just got him. Yep. 30 should get it.
Get a look at that. Oh, no, I think we just missed it.
Missed it, okay.
Burst. Losing a position to Penfold, and again, we must praise Penfold for a stellar job. J-Man showed some glimmers of speed the last couple of months he's been here, but really sort of honing his skills and really showing a good set of heels tonight, J-Man. Stu Arrowsmith on Carson. This is not going away.
No, and we're approaching the magic hour too as well, Davo. This point when we get down to 60 minutes to go.
There's still so much to go, isn't there?
Oh, there is, but it gets to that time where if guys want to get onto a fresh set of boots and get out there and make for a good undercut, they can.
So it's sort of like that happy hour, isn't it? We got that 20 minutes, you know, like where, there's that little window where they want to come in. Now, these guys can pit as early and as late as they like, hey, J-Man, but obviously in these Enduro rounds, just with the tyre deck, they're sort of aiming for the middle of the race.
Oh, Reese looking racy as anything on Enright at the moment, mate. Reese Penfold is looking to size Aaron Enright up here.
So that Lambo dealing with its tyre really well there.
Yep.
Aaron looks like he's struggling now. Aaron's actually come back to these two.
He has.
Because Burse is right there and Adam Falconer are right there.
Yeah, this is heated right up.
So Enright struggling with that.
As they come through this big sweeping turn 11 now. That's the 27 car just coming out of the exit of that corner right now as well.
Yeah,
so
not that far ahead.
Not really, no. So a lot shallower line there for Reese Penfold out onto turn 11 there.
Lambo's looking strong, J-Man.
It is looking good.
Again,
Carso once again right up and behind. And look in the back of shot. That's McDonald there.
That's McDonald. So those guys, there they are. They're just coming into shot there, right at the end of that clip. Those boys we were just talking about, Aaron Enright, Reese Penfold.
Oh, Penfold is around. Go to a 30, Davo. We'll see what we've got.
Oh, he's around.
Half on the banking.
I just saw that flick. My data just flicked in front of me there. We were just watching those boys. These little guys are all very close.
Yep.
But hard to keep the cameras on. Reese with a wiggle. Oh, and he's out wide and in the marbles. It just turns it unforced. Just wicks it up. Oh, that is unfortunate, J-Man.
Yeah, just got that little wiggle and it just let go out there.
Looks
no
like
coming back.
What is he's just trying to work out what he's going to do with it.
And I think he got half on the banking, half on the flat. I don't know that it was that easy to get the car rotated.
And then into the marbles. He was clearly out in the dirty stuff. So, tough stuff. Enright still with burst on his tail now. Enright, well, like we thought, wasn't looking comfortable anyway. Reese Penfold now has Riley Price, I think, just sneaking past him. Yes, it is.
Yeah, he's just rounded him up there.
And where has
Darks.
Damien Jones has gone way back as well, J-Man. Has he did it? No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't. We've missed something there.
He's had an error as well. So that mid-pack's still hot. Aaron Enright, Jeff Burst, Stu Arrowsmith, Carso again down. We keep getting back onto him on the start-finish straight here. It's just carbon copy, Groundhog Day stuff, J-Man.
Every lap, mate, every lap. And we saw this last week, but it was role reversal. It was Mossy and Carso and Stu in there as well.
So yeah, these guys just hit their marks lap after lap. Super consistent, J-Man. It's amazing to watch. Super clean.
Yeah, so John McDonald just in behind them, just ever so slightly lapping just that 10th or so quicker at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, so those guys engaged in that battle. Oh, Stewie, really, really wide there. It's going to give a big invitation to Carso down.
Carso's got the run, J-Man.
Down here to turn 1. Oh, sorry, apologies.
This is
turn 10. 9, 7.
9, 8.
7. Yep.
Yeah.
We're there. It's fun. Coming through turn 8 now.
Yeah. So, but yeah, one of the very tight corners on the track, J-Man. So, it's a brave move to get it in there. 90 degree, very, very pointy turn. So tough stuff there. Keep seeing a flicker here. Oh, that's Kenny Simpson on Bear Grylls.
Yeah, he's right up and behind him down there into turn 1.
Looks like he wants to get his position back from Riley Price.
Yep.
But Reese, actually the tail of that Lamborghini is just looking a little bit wriggly now. Don't know whether those tyres have quite come back to him, J-Man, at this late stage of the cycle. Aaron Enright, Jeff Burst, this has been seesawing since we saw Reese Penfold go off, and then Falconer also. So these guys have got some clear air. They just can deal with it themselves.
Adam Falconer, yeah, in the pits, absolutely. So I didn't get to see that entry, but nonetheless, he's in there. Car looking really dirty.
Yeah, he's had a tough night. Look, he's had a tough couple of weeks, J-Man, actually. Struggled in the early opening laps of the race at Silverstone. So, yeah, tough stuff. Riley Price, Reese Penfold as well. This is hot. Reese Penfold going for it, J-Man on the inside. Yeah. He's got this.
Inside into 1. I think he might already be there.
Easily done.
Oh, he's pretty deep.
He's well deep, J-Man, but there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go. So, yes, nice work to regain that. Enright Burst is still on, and of course,
into pit lane.
Arrowsmith and Carson. Who's that? Sorry, J-Man.
Grills to pits.
Grills, and is Falcon still
Falcon
showing
is on
in the
his way.
pits?
He's on his way out.
He's on his way out. So there you go. Carso, good run again.
McDonald in the lane.
Across the start-finish line. Watch that entry, J-Man.
Will do, mate. Yeah, well and truly down. Comfortable.
He is on point, isn't he?
He always is.
So that is Falconer actually just coming out as Carson and Asrnz just sliced past there, J-Man.
Yeah, that's good though, because he won't get any blue flags there now. He'll just be able to tuck in behind there, and then he knows he's well in the game.
Yeah. Very vastly different to the exit of Geordie Moss's Porsche at Silverstone last week on
Very much.
McDonald. It was epic.
Reese Penfold in the lane.
Nice work, Reese.
Milling in the lane.
I think Reese needed to get in there. I think that spin really hurt his tyres there, J-Man, so he was struggling to get that car back in check.
Yep.
That gives Riley Price some breathing space as well.
I can tell you now,
here we go. This is the shake-up.
Both Penfold and Melling both with very safe entries.
McDonald on his way out, J-Man.
Yeah, where's he going to come out? Where is the next car? He'll be looking to cover off the likes of Sam Carson in the lane. So he's backed out of that battle with Stu Arrowsmith, so he's looking for an undercut here. Very quick. And
who is that that just went past McDonald there, actually? Oh, this... Okay, so that's Kenny Simpson. Oh, okay, that's one of the...
Yeah, so that's Phil Davison.
Phil Davison, yep.
So I was looking for actually Adam Falconer
same.
for McDonald.
Yep.
And McDonald comfortably out there.
Yeah.
As you'd expect.
For sure. So the next car in front of McDonald was Carson. The car behind McDonald was Enright. So...
Yeah, Burst in the lane now too. So Burst has gotten out of that Enright battle.
Okay, so that'll be interesting to see what his entry's like, J-Man, and where he comes out compared to his teammate, John McDonald in the Marmite car.
Oh, Riley Price, really quick through the left-hand part of the lane. He's still pushing hard into pit lane. Oh, no. I can tell you now, Riley Price has got a drive-through coming his way for sure.
For sure. You heard it. You heard it straight from J-Man's mouth. With the big shuffle in the pit stops, it's put Rob Penfold in fourth, provisionally with, I think that is the Steve Milling car. Yellow M plates, J-Man.
Yellow M plates on the
Ferrari. Red.
Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls. So, Rob Penfold. So, yes, flurry of pit stops, J-Man. We knew it was coming. We've sort of got this.
Stu Arrowsmith in the lane.
Okay.
Oh, he's pushing hard.
So he's covering off.
Oh,
geez, he stopped that nicely. We just caught that on camera. We saw Carso come in the lap before. This will be a close one to watch.
Yep. So it takes, you know, it's...
Watch his stop, J-Man. Just...
Aaron Enright in the lane. He was well down too by the look of it. So that leaves Vic Chan out in the lead by over a lap over Stu Arrowsmith now that Stewie's in the pits. So commanding lead here from Vic. Still holding that best lap of a 35.560.
Okay, so we've really got to watch Arrowsmith exit this pit lane, J-Man, don't we?
Yeah. Carso's just coming up to turn 11 now.
Tidy
right-hand sweeper.
Tidy lap so far. Cameras have been on him for a little part of it. And yeah, looking pretty comfortable. No heroics as he just gets out onto the main track. They duck very quickly off this into this tight right-hander. Arrowsmith would want to be getting off the jacks sometime pretty soon.
He's off the jacks, mate. He's going down the lane, but it's a long, long pit lane. This will be the slowest 50k an hour he's ever done, because if he's got a track back on, he will see the 778 car coming down pit straight now. He's about to hit the gas, but pit limit is off. He's coming.
We can't see him.
Yeah, there he is on Carso's
Oh,
right.
there he is right there, Carso coming around, and he's
He
got him.
covers him off. Yep.
So nice work, close stuff. Top actually made a bit of a gain there, probably, J-Man. Not by a lot. But
Enright out.
I'm sure these guys will come together pretty quickly now. Enright, another one.
Yeah, where's Burst? Okay, so Burst is, so Enright probably made some margin on there. So it looks like the overcut working in good effect tonight.
Okay, so out of the front of Burst's car. So Enright's still in the lane?
No, no, he's out, mate. He's tucked in behind Kenny.
Okay, so.
And then he has got, Burst has got a car of Lachlan Andrews between him who just went around.
Yeah, I just saw that, Lachlan Andrews. So yeah, Enright just ranging up behind Kenny Simpson. And that is Jeff Burst behind, so.
Rob Penfold to pit.
A little bit of a gain, I suppose, from Enright in that stop to Burst. That is Falconer just tucked, tagged right on the back of Burst's car, actually. So Falconer.
Yep.
Now we've got Riley Price with a stop go, J-Man.
As we mentioned, yes.
Ouch.
Yep.
That is going to hurt his race. So running in the top end of the mid-pack there, Riley, or sort of around the mid-pack there for most of the race. That's going to hurt his race badly. That will definitely put him well down. Stop go 30. Oh, it'll seem like 30 minutes, won't it, mate?
Yeah, it's a free kick for Jarks, I think, because Jarks was hot in that battle.
Falconer on Burst. He's made it happen.
Yeah, he's definitely inside. Burst is going to sweep round the outside. If he can stay there, he'll have rights to the left.
Mate. Burst left the braking so late. He looked like he just got off the brakes and let it roll. And mate, only just kept that together.
Oh, it's
Falconer not quite as brave.
And who's that up the road there? Was that just, that's Enright just rounding up Phil Davison?
Okay, so who have we picked here?
Reese Penfold.
Okay, we're not getting our pick notifications on our leaderboard tonight, ladies and
because
gentlemen.
I took the mandatory pit stop off, so
yep.
Maybe I should put that back on.
Yeah. Okay, so, but yeah, I don't think Kenny Simpson is, because he's well out of position.
Yes.
And who else is in that lot that doesn't look like they're Rob Penfold, maybe J-Man? I think it's probably just those two. So Vic Chan into the pits.
Oh, very, very accurate on the mark there. Very accurate. That was picture perfect. That was probably as good as we've seen, probably parallel with John McDonald's entry as well, so that was a great stop. We just got it down to 50 at the control line. Sam Carson has bridged that gap back to Stewie as well, so
yeah, pretty quickly too, J-Man.
Yep. Phil Davison in the lane. So this will be pretty much meat and drink here for Vic. He'll just go through the process, change his tyres, splash of gas, I suppose, and then back out into it. And suspect he'll come out still in the lead because Stu is just coming up to turn 6 out of 6 now. Just rounds up. Look like maybe the Steve Melling Ferrari by the look of that. As Adam Falconer still maximum attack on Jeff Burst. Oh, Bursey will be thinking, mate, go away. I just want to go and attack my teammate. I just want to go and catch some Nespresso, mate. I need a coffee. What's the gap from Jones to Penfold? 4.2, righto. So that battle up there at the moment, which is going to be officially second and third, that will be your podium. Vic Chan out now on the gas comfortably as Stu and Carso are coming out of turn 14 onto the front straight. Still a massive margin to Vic there.
Yeah,
Carso,
definitely.
very, very close to slap round. Very close. Looking down the inside. Late
God,
braking manoeuvre here.
Aerosmith's covering majorly there. Carson's
Ooh.
still got a little bit of an overlap, marginally.
But we know that the outside line, if you can stay there, it lives.
Oh, yeah, and it's just nothing you can do. It's just the way these corners flip-flop from one side to the other. You just get tangled up here. Can you get the overlap?
Stu, a little wide there.
We saw Carson do this here before. Looking for that over-under.
I tell you, the fresh tyre looks good for Carson at the moment. He's right on the back of this ITM McLaren of Stu Aerosmith. So very much this battle back in full swing.
Yeah, nice work from both these guys. And it just continues on. That, I think, is the Steve Mellicar. You can see in the background out of position. But,
10.
These
P10
guys,
for Steve Mellick.
These guys at it, J-Man. Jeff, and the other one, Jeff Burse, Adam Falconer.
Adam Falconer, yeah.
Oh, Burse a little bit deep, Falconer a little bit hungry on the curb.
And Bursey just catching Phil Turner at the wrong spot there, although he did a good job of it.
Yeah, no, Turner actually getting way offline for the boys, and boys both getting a nice turn in and run out onto the back section here. You can see Enright, not too far in front. Enright just riding the inside curve there.
Yeah, Carso on Stewie again, looking for an inside. Stewie will know that doesn't work because he's only got to sweep down the outside.
We've seen it from both of them. Like when Stu was behind these guys, it's just there's nothing there. So back to Enright.
Yeah, back to Enright, mate. Yep.
Come through a bit of lap traffic there, J-Man.
Yeah, just rounds up Phil Davison there, turn
Davison
one.
Car, Jeff Burse, next in line. Davison will be quite aware of this, J-Man. He'll have the blue flags are waving on his monitor. Just waiting for Burse probably to range up a little bit. Oh, gets offline.
Lifted at a really strange spot
that
there.
Was awkward. That's also put Falconer a little bit wide there, J-Man. But such is the game, just sort of weaving its way through lap traffic, mate. Like I said, it doesn't matter. When both sides of the party are doing the right thing, it can be so awkward in particular parts of the circuit. So Aerosmith again getting attacked.
Yeah. I was going to say, Carson's so close through turn 11 there.
It doesn't make a difference. It's all about getting out of here. It matters. Yeah.
Yeah, and if anything, he needs to range up on the outside here of Stewie. Look at him opening the steering up there.
Yeah. Stewart
is as wide as anything.
Now Stewart not covering it at all.
Well, you don't need to. You just got to hold that outside line.
See in the background the two Ferraris. Carson going in late.
He's big under brakes here, but once again, Stu will just sweep around the outside, hold the left hand up.
Hold that left hand up. Can't do anything about it.
Let it flow out right, hold the right.
Mate, these guys will be so enjoying this battle, J-Man.
You bet.
As it carries on.
You bet,
hard
mate.
to take their eyes off it, actually. This is for second position, ladies and gentlemen. Aerosmith and Carson, second and third respectively. And it just keeps going. These guys just at it, hitting their marks. Super quick, super respectful.
Yep.
We've hardly seen a glance of an exchange of paint. I think there might have been the slightest glance down into one there a half an hour or so ago, J-Man, but super tidy, mate.
Yeah, really, really clean. So just looking back there, who's that? So that's McDonald. That margin's still hovering around that 7-second mark. So he's only doing about a 10th better off than those boys any lap, and he needs a lot more, you know. He
does, to catch it.
Yep. And they're just going, you know, when they're at that same pace, and they've got that 7-second margin up the road, or 6.997. It's just you need bigger chunks than that.
Yeah, like you can't even see McDonald's. Oh, there you go. Is that the McDonald car? Yeah, just in the background, you can see that car.
Yep.
So yeah, fair way back. Carson again, showing the nose of that the 777 Xbox McLaren.
So once again, 37-1 respectfully for Stu and Carso, and a 36-9 for JB.
Yeah.
So once again, just not enough.
Yeah, it's just a 10th here and a 10th there.
Yep. But yeah, Enright burst, Falconer. This one's going to go right to the end, failing some mistakes. Good showing here once again. I keep rambling on. I'm just so impressed with the drive from Rob Penfold, currently sitting P8, holding off.
Yeah, tough luck for Reese actually. He was in P8 earlier, doing a fantastic job. Yeah, he's gone way back actually, showing.
I think Reese is gone. Yeah, that's he for the night.
So they packed that one up, but yeah, Rob doing a stellar job holding down 8th. He will start getting a little bit of heat from Damien Jones, no doubt. J-Man, I'm not sure what the gap is on that as we just focus out of the front of Sam Carson's car.
Yeah, there's a fair bit of margin there. Probably the next closest battle on track is actually the Kenny Simpson, Phil Davison battles heating up as we speak, but which is a class title battle as well. So those guys, Bear Grylls got the better of those guys at the moment. But obviously, as I mentioned, Rob Penfold duping them all at the moment for the M class. So yeah, once again, Carso will be just playing the long game here, you know, as Stu has done to him as well. Just trying to work out, you know, where's the moment. I believe probably if he gets through, it's going to be a mistake from Stewie. If Stewie slips up, Carso's just going to pounce.
You would expect so. Yeah, good solid efforts. The concentration level on these guys will be sweating.
Dave, you want to have a talk to our cam guys, mate, and see if we can get a rearward shot from Stewie's, as we just saw Carso just grab a little bit of grass out of that right-hander there.
Yeah, so Carson pushing J-Man, I think
very hard
actually out of the back of Stu Arrowsmith's car at the moment there.
Yep.
But yeah, very tidy stuff from both these guys. Actually, just a little bit of a step there. Actually, it was a little bit of an entry from Carso there. Had a bit of a wriggle. He overcorrected it. And then
oversteer, right? Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit like Reese earlier. J-Man putting the car out in the marbles very quickly. Yeah, not being able to regather it and just getting that little bit of turf on the exit, which is, you know, obviously given that 4 or 5 car length gap that we're looking at now, which he will quickly regather down into 1.
Oh, I just looked at
nice
Phil Davison. Went for a big move on Kenny Simpson, didn't pull it off. It just made a bit of grass, but yeah, once again, like you said, Carso so close. Out of 1, 2, 3.
So plenty going on down throughout the field. Burst, Falconer, that gap's just sort of evened out between Enright, Burst and Falconer at the moment, J-Man.
Yeah, I thought Burst was probably bridging that gap back a little bit at the moment.
But we really got to keep an eye on what's going on at the top here with these two as they carry on. Mate, it has been since the green flag dropped with these two. We've got a little under 40 minutes to go. So it's like been a solid hour of this. Like I said, the concentration level is high, and they will be definitely fatigued after a race like this. But yeah, just the euphoria from it, you know, like they will be loving it. So awesome stuff.
And that though, they'll be well in a rhythm now.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's I think we just flick back to this because it's just flashed on my data here, J-Man. That Burst, and you did mention it, Burst just starting to find a bit of a groove.
Yeah, he just sort of just walked away from Adam a little bit, and the focus has come back onto Enright. So obviously, team cars, but not team cars, if you know what I'm saying. So obviously
Of course.
BC1, BC2,
Yep.
but still come out of the same stable effectively. So be a lot of respect here. But Enright with a little kick off the curb there, just gave the car a bit of a step through 1-2.
Yeah, I've seen him do that a few times in the race. It's almost like it's his natural line through there.
Yep.
But yeah, it seems to deal with it. But yeah, definitely hungry into one on the inside curb, J-Man. Looks a bit awkward, but he's making it work.
And these guys running very similar pace. Jeff Burst's last lap time round was a 37th lap, which was half a second quicker than Enright and pretty much on par with John McDonald. So once again, it's just it's where you are on track. You know, these guys have got the pace to be running a similar lap times to P234, but just haven't got the track proximity at the moment.
Yeah, yep.
John Boy's still sitting at 7 seconds out from there. Vic's still 29.5 seconds ahead of the Stu Aerosmith Sam Carson battle. And I call it Stu and Carso because I feel like those cars are on a tow rope.
Definitely. Although a little stretched at the moment, a little bit of a gap between them compared to what we've been. If I flick over to them, get the cams on them.
I've been watching the battle too.
They're a couple of car lengths apart, but compared to what we've just watched for the last hour, that's actually a bit of a gap between them. So it's been bloody tight.
Update on Steve Melling, Damien Jones, which are team cars. That gap was 7.2 seconds 3 laps ago. It's now 2 seconds. So Steve-O really bridged that gap. He's in a comfy spot at the moment, just chasing down his teammates. So
yeah, nicely. Those guys actually running together in 9th, 10th and 11th. J-Man, Damien Jones, Steve Melling and Bear Grylls. So,
yeah, good showing.
Nice
I mentioned earlier in the night that that'd be a strong showing for Shell V-Power tonight, and it certainly is. They'll take the best 2 placings out of those cars, which should at this point be Damien and Bear Grylls. So there'd be a Pro-Am car and an Am car, and that would be a solid points haul. 1 in 9th, 1 in 11th. Yeah, that'd be a great showing. So
yeah, sun getting a little bit low in the sky actually too, J-Man.
Yeah, 20 past 5.
As we start to wind down, a little over 35 minutes to go in this one, J-Man here, round 9.
First.
Round 9 at Indianapolis, viewers.
Yeah.
100 minute Enduro, 35 minutes to go right about now. So yeah, nice work from Jeff. Just staying in touch.
So Melling on the back of Jarks, just in the spate of I said that was 2 seconds. I can tell you it's a half a second now.
Yeah.
So either Jones is fuel saving or in tyre trouble, but Melling is on him.
It's hard to know. We've seen just Jarks like super speedy earlier in the race, and then literally lost him off the leaderboard, didn't we? And he dropped right back down. Yep. Now back, sitting in 9th position. So it's anyone's guess how this one's going to pan out, J-Man.
Yeah, but major changes likely to happen in the championship scheme of things with the likes of Vaughan Martin with that PC crash and being out, because that is the free kick that Aaron Enright needed to get back. But also Steve Melling plays Steve Melling back in the game as well. So
yeah, it is a 3-way battle, pretty well put, a solid 3-way battle in that Pro-Am, isn't it, J-Man currently? Yep. So and they're the players right there.
Yeah, for sure.
And Enright doing well at the moment, J-Man, sitting in 5th position and just in front. And I say just in front because it's very close between him and Burst, teammate in the Cornelius Kellogg's Cornflake car. So yeah, Burst's doing a fantastic job tonight. And you called this actually before we went on air, and mentioned Burst's pace here tonight. So yeah, and he's Look at it.
Yeah.
It's just right there happening. Steve.
I think it's a matter of time before Steve Melling goes past Jarks. I
Yeah.
really do. I
The
just
car
think
doesn't look comfortable, does it? Jarks' car doesn't look.
he looks like he's got a heap of understeer on board that thing
Yeah.
into the 90s. I've just seen him a couple of times just really push wide.
I just wonder if that after the second set of tyres is used isn't right pressured right or something, you know, like so. Anyway, Aerosmith, Carson, hot
Still
as
out.
usual. Enright, burst, nose to tail.
Yeah, they
Melling, Jones. It's getting tight. It's getting hot.
There's around 2.3 seconds between the Simpson Davison battle. As I mentioned, Bear Grylls, he's just up the road from that. Kenny can see Bear Grylls. So with just over half an hour to go, that's not done as well.
No,
so obviously,
definitely not. No, Kenny always showing some good pace, J-Man. Carson Aerosmith, we watch it again. These guys, not quite as exciting to watch tonight. Just basically trading lap times.
Yeah, waiting for the mistake.
Waiting for the mistake. It's been pretty intense, few passing attempts, but these guys just so good at what they do. Very difficult to pass for either driver. Class act really is, mate, from these two so far tonight, with a little over 30 minutes to go.
So that Stephen Melling has got through on Jarkus.
Oh, there you go. So we've just missed that. There you go. That was inevitable. We could see Melling's pace or Jarkus' just lack of pretty well. There you go. Riley Price and who is that again? I keep the yellow and black Ferrari.
So it's Phil Davison. That's the battle I've been keeping my eye on.
Yep. So Riley and Phil going at it.
Yeah, so Riley will have the pace there. This is Riley recovering from a stop-go 30 from a speeding into pit lane. So he's on the recovery. So good job for Riley to dig deep here and carry on, because it's pretty easy on these nights when that happens just to towel and mate and call it. But,
no, definitely, mate.
He's pressing on.
Nice work. Well done. So, yes, the usual suspects, Stu Aerosmith, Sam Carson, Aaron Enright, Jeff Burse.
Oh, Burse is so close.
We missed the Melling, Damien Jones pass. Damien just trying to hang on to the back of Melling's car, but I think Melling just driving super smooth the last couple of weeks, and a really good result last week. So,
whoa, Carso just run it wide
nice.
there. He's just hit the grass there. That's going to cost him a little bit.
So a little bit of a gap for Carson.
Yeah.
We know he's pushing.
He's pushing hard.
Definitely pushing hard. I just wonder whether Burse is just kicking back there a little bit. Just tucked in behind teammate. Keeping it clean. No, he just doesn't. He hasn't set a foot wrong for about 20 minutes. Either of these two.
Big flame there from the McLaren of Aaron Enright into that left-hander. Then Jeff would have got a face full of that because he was close enough.
Smelling the unburnt fuel coming out of that thing. But yeah, these two. Look, it's almost like watching the Aerosmith and Carson battle, but they're different colours, J-Man.
Yeah. Pricey just rounded up Kenny as well.
So nice work. Riley finally passed Kenny Simpson in the background.
Yeah, so he's lapping on a 37.3. Bear Grylls up ahead of him. Last lap round was a 40.9. So the gap there around about 5 seconds. So expect that to be a battle, or certainly a positional pass within 2.5 laps.
Yeah, for sure. So we just pick up on Damien Jones' car again, and if you look in the back of shot here, you may see second and third position just starting to range up on this battle between Steve Melling and Damien Jones. So yes, in the next couple of laps as well, J-Man, the boys will start filing through this lap traffic again, J-Man.
Yeah, that'll be a real prospect inside the next 5 minutes for sure.
Yeah.
So Carso pushing really, really hard to bridge that gap back to Stu, and he's actually doing a good job of it.
Yeah, with a little bit of a slip, like you mentioned, J-Man, while we were just on something else. So yeah, nice stuff. It's going down to the wire.
It is. Oh, just watching this burst Enright battle, and you can just see Jeff's attitude in the car now. He's looking to open the steering up out of that right-hander. Just that little bit smoother than Aaron Enright, just to try and get that run as they sweep out. They've got such a wide track to use as they come now round through 11. This one here, which ends up in a 90-degree right at turn 12, kind of diminishes once again because of the right-left nature of it. There's sort of nowhere to go other than set yourself up for the run out of 14.
Yeah, difficult to pass, although it looks like it would invite a good passing move, J-Man, as does one down here, T1. It's just the switchback after it, isn't it, that really shuts it down. Very difficult to pass.
What's the margin from Melling to Penfold now? Penfold to Falconer. It must be quite some margin there, but Jones to Melling is now just about a second. Price to Grills, we said that was 5 seconds, that's down to 2. So Grills into turn 1, Price into turn 1. That will be towards the back end of this lap, I would think. You'll see Price on Grills. All right, Meatball, go Pops. Right, you'll have to give us a reference. Who's Pops? We've got to know who that guy is.
Rob.
Righto. Oh, it will be 2. That'll be young Reese. Good driving, Reese. Unlucky, buddy, on that, hitting the marbles there. So, stellar drive up to that point, mate. It was nice watching your car through the field. Yeah, so, like you mentioned, Stu Aerosmith about to, this lap, probably catch up to the likes of Jarks and Melling, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, so actually I thought it would have taken a...
Okay, so Stu's Pops. Righto.
I thought these guys would have caught up a little bit quick, so it's a testament to the pace of Melling and Jones at the moment. Melling, very wide through the right-hander, J-Man. You can take that corner in with vastly different line. Yeah, these guys now just starting to tag onto the back of this. Both of these guys will no doubt start to get...
This is an opportunity here for Sam Carson, I can tell you. It is an opportunity. They both get out of it.
Immediately and nicely.
Yep.
Carso's going, damn guys, you just held him up for one more
Yeah.
So they just carry on, business as usual, as is Vic Chan, as we just copped a little bit of vision of him earlier doing Vic stuff. So, awesome stuff from these guys. This battle, like we said, it will go from the green to the checkered as they carry on. Aaron Enright and Burst, can't see this battle going away either, J-Man. Burst very hungry on the left-hander there. Probably lost a little bit out of it.
It's kind of like, that was kind of like Aaron's line, I feel.
It was.
Aaron seems to cope with it a bit better.
Yeah, definitely. Price on Grills, J-Man. Down into the left-hander. Price easily gets it done. Now, you did mention it was Melling and Rob Penfold. Did we get a split on those guys?
I was looking for it to see what it was.
Yeah, it would be interesting. Because what have we got? We got a little over 23 odd minutes to go.
Okay, no, so that's a long way. You've got Rob Penfold. Sorry, hang on. Let me just try and pick that. So car 888 is coming round turn 11, and car 713 is coming down to turn 7. So it's quite some margin. Yeah.
It's half the track pretty well. There you go.
Once again, Carso on Stewie. Oh, Stewie leaving a couple of big 11s out of what was turn 8 then.
Out of the right-hander, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh, and a little bit of grass, so pushing hard, J-Man. He's got a bit of pressure from the family now. Let's we go. Carson's not going to let this go, J-Man. And right, Burst still at it. I think Burst is just nestled in behind that car, to be honest.
Yeah, and Adam's probably just bringing that gap back a little bit now. He's only 1.4 seconds behind. The last time I looked, he was 3 seconds. So he's working himself back into this. Ooh, very, very deep into one.
He runs very deep into.
Yep, so he's just looking for those little micro sectors to try and get this battle back, and you won't do it that way. You need to be smooth.
You definitely need to be smooth. He's get hot under the collar, push that little bit deep, you get out these marbles here, and it's got nothing.
I'm well impressed with Steve-O and Jarks with the proximity they are after Aerosmith Carson went through, and I'm still seeing them in the back of shot.
Yeah, so, yeah, well, it took Aerosmith and Carso a good couple of laps to catch them, you know, like a good few laps, should I say, to catch them. So, yeah, it doesn't surprise me they're just tagged on there a little bit. Just out of the front of Carson's car. There's just nowhere to go, and Aerosmith has the pace.
He does.
He's matching him. So always just looking for that mistake. We've seen a bit of a run right here from both of them. A little bit of grass here, a little bit of curb there, but overall, super quick. Nearly 80 minutes of racing. This close together, J-Man. Unbelievable.
And I think McDonald's conceded. Either he got caught up in traffic, I don't know if he's there yet, but I think he might have conceded because that gap to Carso's out to 14 seconds. Yeah. We've seen it sit at that 7 seconds for a very, very long time as he was lap matching those boys. And he is actually still last lap round on the same pace as them. But yeah, look, maybe the tyre's fallen away a little bit or something's happened in between there for him to lose another 7 seconds. So Carso, big look down on the inside again.
It's definitely not giving up.
No,
he's going to make Stu work for it right to the end.
Yeah.
He's keeping him honest, mate, at the moment.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he will be very well focused, both these boys, using all the extremities there, J-Man. So close to the edge there. No ripple strip on the exit of that right-hander back there. So easy just to get half a tyre out there and lose so much momentum from it. So tidy stuff. Really tight switchbacks there as we watch those guys go through that complex of corners there.
Yeah, and Carso just with the sort of the luxury of just picking those entry apexes at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm looking out from in car from him, and he's just, you know, he can see the brake mark and the turn down from Stewie, and he's just turning it just down that little bit tighter, which is funnily enough what Stu was doing when he was behind. He was making the apex a little shallower than what Carso was. Now Carso's doing the same thing back, so maybe a little advantage just sitting in behind and just cadence braking that thing into the apex a little as he looks to the inside again.
It's just a drag. Like, Carso can't get anything on him. Like, if he gets the slightest run, as soon as he's out beside him, these things are equal match. He's just got nothing for it.
He'll be writing a letter to Kunos tomorrow. Can we have a push to pass in these GT3s, please, guys?
Yeah, it's nearly impossible to get the overlap. Just watch these guys do it lap after lap, mate. Like I said, it's been 80 plus minutes we watch these two boys do this. I keep flicking back just to have a look at Jones and Melling, who have actually stayed in fairly close proximity,
They have.
like you earlier mentioned, and running at a pretty reasonable pace, J-Man, because like you said, you can see Carso and Stu Aerosmith up there in shot. So yeah, nice work from those boys. That's where the battles are. Aaron Enright, Jeff Burst still at it. A little bit of breathing space for Enright at the moment.
Yeah, Phil Davison's pretty much caught the back of Bear Grylls as well. I can tell you that's down to 1.6 seconds. So he's done a great job because he's dropped Kenny Simpson to the tune of 5.4 seconds.
Yeah, well, that's nice.
Yeah, so he's ranging up, and this is for class honours as well, for the M class, and more probably the overall at this point, or the endurance title, because Rob Penfold's still up there in P8 doing a stellar job in that Aston. So
and obviously Bear Grylls in the V-Power Ferrari, you know, just trying to chase those extra team points. Which
team points,
well,
yeah.
So
yeah.
Plenty to play forward, J-Man.
So really close this time, but there's nowhere to go there.
There's not.
Another lap car of Phil Turner coming up. Can tell you what, both these drivers will be looking at in two different ways. Stewie will be thinking, get that out of the way, and certainly Carson will be thinking, just hang in there, mate, hang in there, make it awkward for him.
Yeah, definitely. As they just stay very tight, as does Damien Jones and Steve Melling. Aaron Enright, Jeff Burst. Jeff Burst is looking a little bit agitated actually now.
Yep.
And that car, his body language has changed, J-Man, in the last few laps.
Look at this, the way he accelerates out of that right-hander.
Oh, it's just gone up a gear, hasn't he, mate?
To the inside here.
So Jeff Burst, with a little over 15 minutes to go, I think is like, okay, it's my turn now.
Yeah, it might be hammer time shortly. Try and put a move on.
I'm thinking so. Hard to take your eyes off, but we still have the Aerosmith Carso battle, J-Man, as the shadows get long. The start finish straight now in full shade.
Where is Pricey in relevance to Jones? No, he's still a long way off. Oh, hang on. Yep, he's still a long way off. Oh, Carso well out.
Carso pushing. Pushing.
Every bit of track and some.
Oh yeah, definitely. He sort of had a bit of a run at him because there was a bit of distance between him and Carso gets a good that midsection of that long right-hander very nicely. Came running at him. Just nowhere to go.
Yep. I feel like
Runs
if
him a bit
Burst,
wide. So
if
there
Burst
you go.
gets through on Enright, I reckon he might make a bit of an air gap there because he's got so much more mid-corner pace in some of these corners.
Well, under 15 minutes to go now, J-Man.
Yep.
Big call. You know how hard we've just been watching these guys, the boys up the front here. We want to do the same thing without a mistake.
So we missed, Phil Davison clearly getting through on Bear Grylls and put an air gap on him. So it was 1.4 seconds from Phil Davison to Bear Grylls. Now it's reverse roll, 1.4 seconds back to Bear Grylls. The Grylls, where is Simpson?
That puts Grylls in 13th. So yeah, Phil Davison 12th, Bear Grylls 13th.
Kenny Simpson 14th, and he can see both of them.
I would have expected more pace out of Simpson. I don't know, he's just backed off the back half of this race, J-Man.
Yeah.
Unusual for him, actually.
Yeah. And Kenny 2 seconds faster than both those boys last lap round.
Yeah, there you go. No, that surprises me he's that far back. Aerosmith, Carson.
Ew.
Oh.
Imagine if we've been paid by how many times we said their name.
Enright Burst. Yeah, there you go. Ka-ting.
Yeah.
Melling, Jones, and the sister cars. It's on.
It is on.
13.5 minutes to go. I just can't see it changing. I just can't. I don't think Aerosmith's going to make a mistake. He's just been too good all night.
Oh, is that a commentator's curse?
Possibly, as we just see Enright on the grass. Out of that right-hander I mentioned, it has no curb on it. But had enough gap.
Okay, I just had a big glitch there. I'm not sure what that was. I think it was Phil Turner to the pits.
Oh, there you go.
What is going on there with Mr. Turner?
Jones and Melling still at it.
Yeah, great battle here for Steve-O. Certainly not a lonely race for either of those two. As Jones just gets a big wiggle coming out of 14. Oh, Carso down the inside again, but Aerosmith will have the rights. He does. Oh, now he's ranging up on the outside.
This corner. This is where Carso's quick.
Up the inside.
Here we go. But then they got the right-hander. The left-hander, should I say.
And look at Stu, just the presence of mind just to stay there.
That's all he's got to do.
Yeah, that's as close as we've seen Carso get since the pit stops.
It's just the switchback nature of the track. It's really difficult. It just begs you to get down there, and you can do it, but you just can't make it stick.
Wow, he was pretty close. If he could have lived there just a little bit further. So, is that a sign?
Very close. There's still over 10 minutes to go. These guys are all nose to tail. Aerosmith, Carson, Enright, Burse.
Yeah.
Jones, Melling. Whoa. So the passes are on.
Jones with a run here.
Over 10 minutes to go, J-Man. It's on.
Yeah, Jones with a run, but then just kind of lost it at the end there.
He did. He understeered. Looks like he almost had a little bit of aero off the back of the Melling car. Both of them pushing hard. Carson tucked in underneath Aerosmith's car again. Final stages of the race. 10 minutes to go. Enright's gapped.
Buying into that party too again.
Enright's gapped. Burst for a bit of breathing space there.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Carso up the inside. I think he's got it this time, mate.
Here we go. Carso. He's so hot. He's got it done. I've seen him line that up for the last 20-odd minutes. Oh, super close. Aerosmith tied up behind him.
Mate, that must have been so close to a touch-up. Beautiful pass. Beautiful patience.
Nice work from both guys.
Yep.
And the aggression back from Aerosmith, level-headed, just pushed in that last little bit there. They come close, but no touch. Nice stuff.
This isn't over.
Carso, looks like Stewart's just taking his breath there a little bit, J-Man.
Yeah, Burst with a really good run out of that right-hander, but not close enough again.
Enright's been struggling out of there the last couple of laps from what I'm watching. Falconer just tagging on the back of there a little bit.
Yeah.
But probably a little too late, or whatever they say. So.
Yep. And so this is what Burst needs to do as well. I believe that section through 3-4, if you can get the car down the right-hand side. So Carso's checked out from that, eh? He's actually made a bit of...
Yeah, it looked like Aerosmith definitely took a breath after the pass. Is he just calming that tyre down? 9 minutes to go, J-Man. You know he's got the pace. So we see Enright, Burst, Falconer. All pass.
Yeah.
Melling Jones. Still on.
It's still on.
That's for 9th and 10th.
So 8.5 minutes to go. I reckon Burst is up in the ante here.
He's definitely, I reckon he's had the ante up for the last 10 minutes.
He has,
So-
but Falcon has joined the party again. So is this the point where we're seeing Aaron's tyres struggle? Look at how close Jeff Burse is here.
It's so close. Wow.
So that's the point you said where Enright's struggling.
Yeah, but he nailed it that lap. He
Yep.
needed to.
It was slow though. It was slow, and Jeff couldn't go anywhere.
No. Super close and burst there. J-Man, they were nearly touching.
They were.
So nice work from Burst. This could still happen. Just under 8 minutes.
Yeah, and Carso's checking out here on Stewie. So
Melling's got a little bit of a breathing space from Jones, but oh, mate, it's marginal, really.
Bear
Slightest
Grylls,
slip.
Kenny Simpson, and Phil Davison locked into a three-way here for the AM title, for the AM honours here. Obviously, it would be effectively second, third, and fourth because Rob Penfold's doing his thing out in P8.
Yeah, very little gap between those guys.
And he's actually coming up to lap them.
Again, the slightest mistake. And there's a position change in that little battle here as we just get back on the Burst Falconer Enright battle.
Yeah, this is where it's at.
This is exactly where it's at. Falconer definitely trying to he still does not look comfortable. It's as close as he is to these guys. That car does not have the pace these things have got.
No.
He's only there because they're fighting. Oh, just the understeer in that Porsche at the moment.
Yep. And Jeff's got so much more mid-corner grip
Look at it.
than Aaron at the moment, but he needs to position the car in a place. He needs to try and be brave and run it out wide, try and run around the outside. There's a couple of these left-right combinations, potentially 3-4, or even down through here where they are now, if he can range up on the outside before they come into 7. Once again, look at how strong he is off the exit here.
Enright, just cool as a cucumber though, J-Man. He really hasn't been rattled by Burst's pressure. Like, 100% trust in Burst's capabilities and obviously teammates as well. So, just not fazed by the relentless attack he's been getting for the last over half an hour, J-Man. So, nice work from both of those guys to keep their cool. Falconer has ebbed and flowed from that battle, J-Man. That car looking well beat, and he's had a tough night again tonight like he did last week. And he'd be looking forward to next week, that's for sure. I do know where next week is. At Circuit of the Americas.
Yeah, Coda next week. Once again, Jeff holding that car shallow. I believe that this is the spot. That's the spot. If he can let the car float out there, go big under brakes down there. Aaron would obviously still have the rights to the right-hander after that, but if he can make it live there and come back across in front of him, I think that's his spot. Because down here is diminishing through, obviously out through here, 8, 9. It just tightens up. It's a one-lane piece of track.
Yeah, look at the switch back here. It's so quick. There's just no way you can get an overlap into that or before it. And then the long run out onto the big track. And this is nowhere. Like, man, you got to have had a pretty good gain between those running out onto the big track and getting straight back off it there. Not much gain at all. But, we've seen it time and time again from Carson and Asrnz this race. Down here into 1. Is it doable?
So this time.
Jones and Melling. Jones in front of Melling. So we've missed that J-Man in the excitement. Sam Carson out in front. Asrnz. Look, he's just literally let that go, J-Man. Enjoyed the battle. He's just going to let that wind down clearly. McDonald pretty well in the same position. not so much luck for Aaron Enright, Jeff Burst, and Adam Falconer. Actually, Burst has dropped back there a bit, J-Man.
Yeah, just a little bit of ebb and flow there. You can see he's right back on Enright again now through this piece of the track, where Jeff's been strong, Aaron not so much out of that right-hander. I believe Falconer's probably just absolutely maximising what he's got underneath him, and that's all he's got. So potential for an aggressive move to be put on is probably not there for Falconer right now, looking at the car balance. But if Burst or Enright slips up, man, he's going to be right on it. He's close enough just to grab it. But this is the battle, I believe. Just picking up. So Bear Grylls caught back up to Phil Davison. Kenny Simpson is still there. I mentioned that Kenny Simpson was a second a lap quicker recently. He isn't anymore. He's on exact pace with these guys.
There you go. There you go. And I don't know. Kenny just having a tough one tonight by the looks of it.
Yep, nonetheless, it'll feel like first and second for those boys. They're going at it.
It will. Back onto the Jones, Melling battle. We missed the pass. Sorry, guys. Plenty of action going on around the track, but Melling still looking like he still wants to have a bit of a crack. If
he wants it back,
that Damien makes a mistake.
Yeah.
And the little gap between Enright and Burst has closed pretty quickly again. Burst has left Falconer in his
Falconer just got a fair bit of push too, looking at that.
Yeah, that car doesn't look happy. And Burst just like a job back at hand. Mate, look, a minute and 40 seconds to go. We're only going to get another end of this one and another one, is that right?
No,
two more.
One more after this one. Yeah. Vic's currently coming down up into turn 6 now, heading down to 7, and
totally dominating.
Absolutely.
The race in that fantastically painted Lamborghini. J-Man, love the stripes. Looks great in the setting sun. Actually, getting very late in the day. These boys would have had a bit of flare coming through the windscreens, through the visors towards the end of this race. It's on still, just down. I'm not too far behind him though, between Burst and Enright.
Grylls getting sideways. He was having a run there, but as you were with Enright.
Grylls on Davison there, but look, Burst again, just showing the headlights out there to Enright, just going, yeah, mate, I'm still here. Winding down.
Leader is embarked on the final lap, so that is Vic Chan. Comes round that lap to a 36.4, so still the fastest man on the circuit.
No doubt about it. Burst.
Inside.
Oh, can he?
Diminishing returns.
Mate, how good was it though?
Yeah, it was close.
That was class act, that.
And we said that was the 1, 3, 4, 5.
Let's have a quick look at this replay. We'll watch from the helicam here. Yeah, very nice stuff. Knew his strength here. Sizes it up.
And when they do that, he did. He got a good run actually through those double rights.
Yeah, and just balked Enright enough to stay wide. But doesn't make it stick. Good stuff, J-Man.
Yeah, so Burst will know this is the last opportunity. We'll have the last lap board up. Once again, really close through the left-hander there. Vic Chan coming through turn 11, heading down to the 90-degree 12. Oh, Burst still hunting.
It's relentless, isn't it?
So that's Melling. Melling back past Jones.
Oh, nice work.
Oh, hang on. Oh, Jones off. Jones out of fuel.
In the infield. That is Jones.
Out of fuel. Vic Chan has come across in P1. Sorry, Vic, mate, you were so far ahead. We were trying to keep up with the action there. So Sam Carson, he's rounding out the final few corners. Where is Burst? Enright, sorry viewers, will stick with this battle.
Yeah,
As
it's on. And
yeah,
yes,
so
there we just saw those guys flick past. It was that Damien Jones that was off,
out of gas by the look of it.
out of gas, so off the track.
Yep. So Carso through for
We
second,
did-
Aerosmith through for third.
We did wonder whether he was conserving there. I think we both.
Yep. Burst.
watching his
Sorry.
times. So yeah, Burst
McDonald
and
rounding the final complex of corners. Geez, such a big gap from Vic Chan to back to these boys.
Yeah, so Carso across the line. Aerosmith, great job from these boys, man. What an exciting race.
Drive.
These guys, mate, they'll be pumped. Super pumped after that.
Oh, Burst under attack from Falconer here.
McDonald, 4th position. Aaron Enright, 5th position, coming onto the back final straight. Jeff Burst. Falconer nearly clipped the wall, J man.
He gave it everything out of 14 there for 7th position.
7th. Rob Penfold, 8th. Steve Milling, 9th.
Jack's classified in 10th.
Well, I don't know how that works, but anyway, Chuck's running out of fuel. Riley Price in 11th. Phil Davison, Bear Grylls, Kenny Simpson, Reese. Oh no, we lost Reese. That's right. I think it was.
Yeah, Phil Turner will be the last position.
Is it Phil? Yep. Okay.
Yeah. He last classified. Yep.
There you go, J-Man. Wedge.
Wow.
These guys, totally different intensity to the last couple of weeks we've had, but these guys, grouped up, 3 solid battles throughout the race. J-Man definitely kept the camera boys busy trying to keep up with that. And, the usual mayhem in the pit stops makes for a good night and a good race. J-Man, let's get them up here and have a quick chat.
Fire up the hot box and we'll grab P3 down, which is
always hot.
Yeah, she's hot. Stu, you got us on comms, mate?
Oh, I sure do.
Mate, you wouldn't know what a boring race is. 3 weeks in, 3 epic battles, mate. Wow. Tell us about that one, starting from effectively the start of the race. Well, quali to start with. How did you find your quali?
It was all right. I actually learnt to stay out there, unlike the last 2 rounds, and box too early and then get knocked down. But it went all right. I definitely missed the mark there with my tyre pressures towards the end of the race there. I was last half an hour, I was cold blue tyres.
Oh, no. Well, you're doing a stunning job for cold blue tyres, mate, because that battle was on. You pretty much knew that the right-hander into turn 1, as long as you lived on the outside, you had rights to the left. So well played there, mate. Great battle from our standpoint, mate. From watching from up here, and I'm sure it was still very, very entertaining for you right down to those last sort of 8 minutes.
And I think there was only 2 passing moves, wasn't it? Was it you going past Carso and then Carso going past you over the whole 100 minutes?
Yeah, I have to put my hand up and say that he did really well for opening the door, because I had to go. Yeah, I sort of got caught out by his braking point, and so I jinked to the left, and he was wise enough to leave the door open. So I kind of feel good that he's finished in front of me. So no, I'm real happy with that. Awesome.
And the other thing as well, mate, was there early in the piece, was there a bit of paint exchanged through 1-2 early in the piece? We wonder whether there was a slight rub.
It was pretty slight.
Didn't feel anything, but that's not to say that we didn't exchange a couple of mil of paint.
Yep, no. Well, once again, mate, you put on an absolute clinic display for us up here and all the viewers watching live. That was just, mate, it's just, like I said, if we could go on the payroll for how many times we quoted your name, I wouldn't be going to work tomorrow.
I wonder if I got a day off tomorrow after the boys up.
Yeah, in the chat box, guys.
They're in there. They're still hanging in there, boys. Come on.
The guy gets
He's got a podium. Does he at least get an early knock Friday?
At least an early knock. Yeah, that's right.
Jeez.
Okay, Stu.
Well done, Stu.
Awesome job again tonight, mate. Super enjoyable to watch, mate. So
look forward to seeing you at mate, at Circuit of the Americas. Well done, Stu.
Cheers, guys.
Well done, mate.
Awesome.
Stu Aerosmith.
Look, if he keeps that sort of thing up, then his boss will sort of regret, saying that he's going to give him days off, because he'll get the day off every week.
Yeah, he won't work Fridays. All right. Next cab off the rank is 777's very own Sam Carson. You got us on comms?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Mate, what a race.
That was 90 minutes of battling.
Mate,
Nothing
it's epic.
in between us.
It looked like 100 from our end, mate. But yeah, no. Tell us about the start of the race and then obviously the action with Stewie there, mate. What was your take on all of that?
Yeah, start was good. Nice clean start. Stu kind of tacked on the back there, and he was obviously putting a lot of pressure on for a good while there. I think maybe 20, maybe 30 minutes, and then I think he missed his braking marker. And
Yeah, you got it right there.
Yeah, he shot past me. But he managed to pull it up and keep himself in position. So
yeah, nice work, mate. Actually, we spotted that.
Yeah,
How frustrating was it, Carso, turn one when you're firing it down the inside and Stewie had obviously worked out he could just live on the outside and have rights to turn two, mate. You were trying that and then kind of looked like you gave up on that, thought that wasn't the spot.
Yeah, so it was pretty interesting because I was getting a much better run on him down the straight for quite a good portion of the race there. And then coming into maybe the last 30 minutes, that just wasn't happening anymore. So I couldn't get that run on him. So I had to try and figure out a better spot to pass. And I knew that I had a better run out of the second corner. Which enabled me to get that pass on him, I think, in the third.
Yeah, we saw you have a couple of dips at it before you got it done. So that 3-4-5 complex, the double rights, and then back for the left, and we saw you make it live because once again that's diminishing because that outside line sort of sweeps around the outside of that. But you made it stick, but it was pretty intense stuff there before it, Carso, because you guys were side by side. We got some great footage of you guys. Maximum respect. I asked Stewie whether at one point early on the race whether there was any paint exchange down through one because it certainly looked like it between 1 and 2 from our end.
Yeah, I don't think we'd made contact at all.
Nah, it was tidy as mate. I think, and like I mentioned earlier to Stu, that you guys only had 2 overtaking moves. It was him sliding past you a bit late, and then you going past him. So over 100 minutes. So tight stuff, mate.
Yeah, well, I was crossing my fingers that my tyres would have a little bit more life in them, and I think that's what ended up doing it for me.
Yeah.
Because once I did get past, I managed to pull that. Gap.
Decent gap at the end, mate. Well, a well-earned P2 again. So really starting to look forward to the rest of this championship because you're starting to move forward there as far as cementing that second position in the title chase behind Vic Chan. So well done on a well-earned P2. It took a good percentage for you to get that position back, but you're stuck in there, mate, and you did a great job. So great entertainment from our perspective and all the viewers watching. So congrats, Carso.
Thank you very much, fellas. On to the next one.
Nice one, mate. See you, mate.
See you, Carso. All right, so there you go. And we'll bring down this guy. This guy's probably already had a shower. He's probably had a bit of supper. And Vic, you got us on comms?
Yeah, gotcha.
Mate, epic. Once again, dominant race there. Didn't see the last lap time, but I think 2 to go was still mid 36s. So great pace, mate. Absolutely great pace.
Yeah, cheers, but I was a bit lonely, to be honest.
Yeah, I could well imagine. You were good on fuel this week, mate?
Yeah, easily this time.
Yeah, sorted that out. Give the engineers a tune-up in the last 7 days, I see. So
yeah, last week it was mostly practice in the wet, so the fuel usage is different. And we didn't take that into account because it was a dry race. But yeah, this week was no problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably a little bit more pressure lap 1, I think, than we've seen of late. I think you crossed the line with just over a second to go, which we're normally seeing 1.6 to 1.8 maybe. So the boys sort of tried to come with you the first lap, and then I think Stewie and Carso got engaged in some sort of union there for the next 100 minutes, and you checked out and did your thing. So yeah, congrats, mate. What's your thoughts on next week's Circuit Americas?
I can't remember. I think we've only raced there once, and it was a variable half wet, half dry, I think, or something like that. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay. Well, we'll have to look at the weather forecast there, Vic, very shortly and see what that brings. But No, another solid victory, pole and flag to flag again, mate.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, congrats. Enjoy it, mate, and talk to you again next week.
Yep. Cheers,
Well
guys.
done.
All right, mate.
Vic Chan, everyone.
Yeah, another dominant performance. Come on, any viewers watching, dust off the sim gear. If you think you've got something for Vic Chan, come and give it a red hot go. He is super, super fast.
Bring it on, bring it on. Yes, definitely. And yeah, showing his hand once again tonight. But yeah, what a cracking race, mate. Some really good, solid battles all the way through the field there, J-Man. You know, in second and third, and then just not too far behind him there. I think it was for fourth, fifth, and sixth. But and these went on the whole race, you know, and then the Melling, Jones and Vaughan Martin until he dropped out. Battle in the mid pack. But yeah, awesome stuff, J-Man. That wraps up round 9 here for the 2023 Asrnz GT3 series here at Indianapolis, mate. Looking forward to next week, Circuit of the Americas.
Yeah. So be interesting to get a read on what the weather's doing there, Davo.
For sure.
Looking forward to it, mate. Another one that I don't recall calling a lot, so it'll be pretty exciting. I thought tonight's track was raced really, really well. So obviously the potential for passes was there, but the level of these guys racing in their categories, you know, the likes as you mentioned, Enright, Burst, Falconer, Carso, Aerosmith and co. Just meant that they were going to be line astern for a fair bit. It was going to take something big to get past, or like Stewie mentioned, a tyre pressure issue. So
that's it.
Pretty entertaining, mate. Nonetheless, had another enjoyable night. Thanks to the viewers for watching. Really do appreciate the support. I did see a lot of thumbs ups, likes. Appreciate the live commentary, and yeah, that'll be me for tonight, Dave. I'll leave it up to you.
Yeah, awesome. Yes, once again, look, thanks for joining us all tonight here, mate, and for everyone that joined us live for the 2023 Asrnz GT3 Series Round 9 Indianapolis. Join us next week for Circuit of the Americas. Yes, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. That's a wrap for tonight. Good evening, everyone. See you all next week.
See you, mate.